Be breaking it down tonight with my guy CK2K joining us on the third screen. Me and JL to the Nick of Time show. We're going to break it down for you. Talk about the point guard rotation. David Fizdale said he might be making a lineup change. So what could that be? And, of course, we're going to take your phone calls. So we want to hear from you guys. 657-383-1509. The lines are open. And let's get it going.
Knicks Fan TV. Y'all watching Knicks Fan TV. Knicks Fan TV.
Post game live. All right, fellas. It's another game where we got out to a slow start. Couldn't handle the Greek freak and Chris Middleton. Obviously, that's a tough, tall order for any team to handle.
Yeah.
You know, go down in the second half by as many as 17 to 19 points. Second unit propels us once again. The Noah Vonleys, the Damian Dotsons. Welcome to New York, Mario Hezonja. Finally gets into the action. ISO Zoe. You know, it was a game of runs. It was a game of runs, man. And in both halves, when the Bucks made their run, the second unit kind of propelled us. We saw Trey Burke have a sizzling third quarter with 16 points. And then, you know, in the fourth, I thought, you know, we just couldn't get the stops, man. Middleton and the Greek freak were just too much to handle.
Yeah.
It was a valiant effort, another valiant effort. We fought, but, you know, the three-point defense killed us tonight. The extra possessions that we gave them, you know, their length really upset us. But, hey, we couldn't come away with it, man. So let's break this down. CK, since you're joining us as a special guest, give me your takeaways on the night, man. What'd you see out there tonight?
Takeaways. One big one for me was Mario. I feel like
welcome to the show, Mario Hezonja.
This is what we've been wanting. This is what everyone has been expecting from him. That was one big positive off the bench for sure. Hopefully that's something that can continue. And the other big positive is Dotson has been freed.
Dot.
Dotson has
been
freed.
Dot. Let's go.
Hashtag free Dot. Yeah, man. He did great stuff with his minutes. I mean, and on top of that defense, man, we forget that he can play defense.
Yes.
I of course I'm talking about the positives because I don't want to cry right now on your show.
It's all right, man. Let it out, man.
Yeah, man. But definitely those are probably the key things. You know, Vonleh continuing to play well. He actually had a good stretch where he was guarding Antetokounmpo really, really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just got outplayed in the beginning and we lost juice at the end of the game. Yep. I have my Tim Hardaway thoughts, but I'll save it for later on the show.
Okay. We want to hear that. We want to hear that, man. Yeah, like, you know, JL, it's like CK said, tough to win those games when you put yourself in those holes, not once but twice. You know, two big holes that we had to climb back from. But, you know, it tests our mettle. It definitely tests our wherewithal, and you're kind of starting to see that character start to build up in this team, man. What'd you take away from the games tonight?
Okay, first and fourmost, Middleton kind of killed us. Like,
he destroyed us.
Kinda, yeah.
He destroyed us.
Bit. But it all kind of happened in the weird, when the weird sequence happened. Because you know he didn't really get off when Frank was there, but when Ron Baker got injured and then Frank had to come back.
Baker can't catch a break, man.
Yes. What's up, man?
Seriously,
we need to get Baker a Spirit Award, man. Baker takes it for the team. He takes one for the team all day, man.
And it's never tic-tac injuries. It's always something.
Baker's drawing blood for us, man. And you people at home sitting there hating on this guy, man. He's shedding blood for us, man.
That was Vonleh. That wasn't even in the Bucks. That was Vonleh.
That was his own guy, man. He caught a Vonleh elbow, man.
That's how you know you cursed.
That's how you know you cursed. That's a rough one, man. Oh, man.
But we just didn't have the length to really keep up with the Bucks offensive rebounding, and they weren't able to even bother the jump shooters, mainly really Middleton.
We weren't getting out on him. I mean, give credit to Middleton. He had some spectacular shots out there, but he killed us, man. He killed us.
I mean, there was times where we were out on him, and we were in his face, and it just didn't matter. He just shot right over. You know what I'm saying? It just was. And especially Cantor too. Cantor too. He wasn't able to really keep up with Brook
Lopez was hurting us. Lopez was hurting us out there.
Yeah, but I guess I'll save the point guard stuff because we have a point guard.
Yeah. Let's get to that point guard stuff in a minute. We're gonna take some calls too. Just real quick, I'll just chime in. Noah Vonleh. I mean, this guy, man, he propelled us, quelled that run in twice. On both ends. Defensively, he tried his best against the Greek Freak. One time I seen the Greek Freak take one dribble from the 3-point line and bash on everybody. You can't. That's hard to stop. He's a monster, man. But Noah Vonleh continuing to play well. Free dot. Giving you some minutes.
It's free.
I mean, you can't be more proud of that effort. And Mario, it was good to see Mario. Everybody challenged him. Everybody challenged Mario Hezonja this week. From us on this show.
I did.
CK.
I did.
I mean, Clarence Gaines came out and added him on Twitter. Clarence Gaines was like, Mario Hezonja, I'm talking to you. Step it up.
Oh man, they was adding me. They was adding on my Instagram.
I think Clarence Gaines might have been watching the show, man. Maybe that gave him the impetus because but you know what? He stepped up and he's starting to learn early that you can't hide here. This is not Orlando, man.
No, you're not gonna be able to play no hand down, man down defense and nobody saying nothing.
No,
not happening.
Not at all.
That's why he only played 9 minutes the other day. I'm telling you.
That's a fact.
It was like, oh, word. That's what you doing?
That's a fact, man.
Dotson,
32 minutes tonight, man. We're going to get to the box score. Let me get to the phone calls. Let's get some callers in here. Let's get some opinions. 914-YO. You on the line.
Hey, man. What's up, man? It's Julian.
What up, Julian? What's your comments on the game tonight, man?
Hey, man. It was, the Bucks, obviously, more talented basketball team.
Yeah.
Nobody can really stop Giannis. He's kind of like, he shouldn't be alive. Like, he's not really a human.
Sure.
He doesn't like.
that boy's a beast, man.
Yeah, he just
like he's really next. Like if he ever gets a jump shot, man, he's like he can really be the best player ever. Like he's ridiculous. Like I've never, in all my years of watching basketball, he's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like him. So losing to a guy like that, you can't really complain about it. But I'm really proud of back third quarter, early fourth quarter, middle fourth quarter even. We really played really well.
Yeah.
Facts. And thanks for the call, man. No, he's right, man. You gotta be proud of how they fought. To take you hate taking moral victories, but you're gonna have more moral victories than victories this year. So you might as well take them.
I mean, this is that year. This is the development year.
This is the development year.
Mm-hmm.
If we're losing close ones, if we're fighting, then
yes,
that's
all we could ask for. That's all we can ask for right now. Yeah, 100%.
That's a fact, man. Let's go back to the phones. 917, you on the line.
What's going on, dude? It's Jeremy from Brooklyn.
Jeremy from Brooklyn, what's good, man?
Mm-hmm.
What up?
Chilling. I'm gonna kind of hit off what Nigga Tom just said. He was referring to the fact that this is definitely a development year for us. But there's a couple points I'd say out of all of them. You got Vonleh who he's killing it, bro. Like he looked like a mini Greek, and I say that with all due respect, that kind of thing. Like he's really out there hustling. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, if Vonleh ever gets a post game, it's a wrap.
Yeah, a consistent one.
Yo, for sure. The only thing I would probably critique off of them is the fact that you could really see that without the height, that's a big concern for us. We really need somebody like Porzingis or somebody like Robinson with that height and somebody who could really guard the post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough. Mm-hmm. It's tough out there, The front court is going to be an issue all year. We've been saying it. Robinson just not ready yet. And, Canner's doing all that he can, but, you can only ask for so much from him.
And it hurt not having Kev.
Hurt not having him. Hurt not having Knox out there. Yeah, we're gonna be a very
Exactly.
perimeter finesse team, but Vonleh does what he can, man. You seen that spin move that he caught Hazonia on the baseline.
Yo.
Yeah, nah, man. Like, I'm just happy. I'm gonna go with the moral win here. Just be like, yo, the fact that the fluidity of the game looked real good. Everything looked real solid as far as that was concerned. I mean, we got the loss, but at the end of the day, the 3 losses that we got so far, they've all been close games against people that we shouldn't be close to.
100%.
They fought, man.
So
they fought, and Mars Jetson says, "Why didn't Mitch play?" I think Mitch's ankle is still messed up, man.
Yeah, me too.
I think Mitch's ankle is still messed up, man. Julian, thanks for the call, man. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, how's the stream health over there for you, CP?
Stream health is back to green. It was a little bit red for a second, but it's back to green. Yeah, I'm getting my connection fixed tomorrow, man. My internet been acting up, but we back. We Gucci right now.
That's what's up.
What did you guys think about Trey? Started going off. Trey started cooking in the third quarter.
Yeah.
What did you think about Fizdale waiting until 2 minutes left in the fourth to get him back in there when Frank was relatively quiet on the offensive end? You weren't really getting that much production from your guards on the stretch. There was relatively no ISO and Trey to close the game. But what do you guys think about that?
I felt Fizz is a guy who goes kind of by feel. You know what I'm saying? So we were kind of toe to toe with them for a while. It was like they punch, we punch, they punch, we punch.
Yeah.
So I felt like it was kind of hard for him to try to like put somebody in the game in that middle of that little flurry. So I don't really blame him for kind of seeing what happens after the melee. And then once it started to drop a little bit, it's like, all right, I guess we can get him back in here. So I mean, I understand the thought process. I might have did something similar to what he did. It's kind of touch and go at that point when you're both trying to just punch each other out.
CK, what you think about that?
He hit it around the head. I think he did a good job playing by feel. I mean, of course, from what we saw at the end of the third with Trey, we want Trey back out there as soon as possible, giving us some points and stuff. But at the same time, with the lineups we had, we were going back and forth with them, and we were getting some stops. They were getting stops. So it's like, it's damn if you do, you damn if you don't. I do personally think we probably could have got him in a little bit earlier, but again, like you said, Frank was lacking on the offensive side. Defensively, he was helping us out a little bit up until the switches when Chris was open and getting those shots off.
Yeah.
So it was one of those tosses. If we weren't doing anything to start that fourth, then maybe I'd be a little more critical on it. But we were toe to toe with them for the majority of that fourth quarter. So
yeah, and I mean, we'll get to the point guards in a second, but that's a challenge that I think they're gonna have some nights. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, well, because the point guards have their strengths are so opposite of each other. You're sacrificing so much on one end to leave a guy in like a Frank. When you may need Trey's offense, who it seemed like Trey went into the third quarter like, you know what, forget trying to pass. It's Trey Burke time. You know what I'm saying? Trey went back to his strengths, and he brought us back into the game. And it seemed like he just stopped thinking about being a point guard and just was himself. Just knocking down those mid ranges. I
kind of felt like that's kind of what we needed at that point because
100%.
I don't know. There was a time where I felt like Frank could have had 10 assists this game. And he was setting everybody up beautifully, but they just kept breaking everything. I felt like the Bucks were clogging the paint a lot. There wasn't really a lot of angles for passes really in the paint that much, really. So Trey was like, all right, I'm gonna take these shots, and it got us back in the game. So it worked. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's okay to chuck.
Yeah. Let's go back to the phones. 864, you're on the line.
Yo, what's up?
What's good? Who's this?
Yo. This is James out in South Cackalack, man, New Yorker for life.
South
Listen, man.
Yo, what up? What's going on?
We seeing development. We seeing development go on before our eyes, man. We only 4 games deep. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of improvement on players already. Tonight we didn't have that length out there. We didn't have our tall. We got some tall players that's injured, some that's young, you know what I mean? We know Vonleh needs to start out there, sit Lance down. Free Dot, I think he needs some more Frank minutes, you know what I mean? But right now, man, we lacking assists. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when we go on a good scoring roll, it's because we got somebody that's really going off getting theirs on the ice or off a pick and roll. And our most success right now is off the pick and roll. But as far as the team offense, I'm not really seeing it. I'm not seeing the back cuts. I'm not seeing, you know what I mean? ISO Zoe will go off. Trey will go off if he going for his. Hazonia will go off if he going for his. But who's setting up somebody else? That's what I'm looking at, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said before, I kind of feel like Frank was trying to set people up earlier, and they were just blowing all his nice assists, man.
100%. That's exactly what was going on early on in the game.
So, I mean, I feel like our assist level is going to be higher, but people got to make shots at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Yeah. And even in this Cantor, his usual, like, back to the basket, bully ball stuff wasn't working when they were trying to post them. There was a lot of makeable shots missed. And then, for some reason, we made all the tough shots. Like, Timmy was hitting crazy tough threes today.
Tough shot. He took a lot of shots, but yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yo, the point guard situation is just gonna be, man, all year long. We're gonna be struggling to get those assists to move the rock sometimes. We got a lot of isolation players. You know, we got a lot of players that, we do score, on their own. You know what I'm saying? Without any real distribution. So it's gonna be our pain point. It's just one of our weaknesses that's gonna come along this season. Yeah. Let's go back to the phones. 443. What's going on?
What's going on? Zay from Maryland.
Zay, what's going on, Zay?
Yeah, how y'all feeling? Hey, man, it was definitely a tough game tonight, but I mean, when I seen that starting lineup for Milwaukee, man, they look like the dang Monstars off.
You can't match up with that. You can't match up with that. This wasn't a good game for us matchup. They were all
Yeah, so it was like Cantor. There were like three people either the same height or taller than Cantor on the starting lineup. So it's like this is the first time I feel like the lineup should have changed in regards to if we would have started Frank at the point and then just straight put Trey on the bench, got him coming off the bench, it would have been a little bit better. Spread the lineup, because I think our best lineup was when Vonleh was in there just straight muscling. Into the Kemper, So with him there, and then it just kind of putting him at the 4 made it a little bit easier for us to just have a better defense against. Because man, it's nothing. He's MVP qualities right there. But I think that's what we're missing. But y'all, one thing I want to say is, we just played 2 of the top 4 teams, like in the East. They're going to be top 4, and we came close. So I don't think we're like totally out of it. We're just playing good teams.
Yeah. I agree with that, man, and appreciate the calls.
I think no problem, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, man. You too.
You too, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, if there is a silver lining to this whole thing, they playing them tough. They shot themselves in the foot early. It's always a tough place to play recently, for us especially. And, they got 2 stars in that team in Middleton and Greek Freak that they could go to for easy buckets. Mm-hmm. What I mean?
Man, we had to work for hours, and
we gotta work for hours.
Yo, even the defense, man, they're just too tall. Like there was a few times where I felt we played perfect defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they just put their hands up and grab the rebound without jumping.
Yeah. You can't match that. You can't match that.
It's like, what can you do at that point?
Yeah. You can't match that,
all the
man.
players to match it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. What's good, everybody out there? Tough loss, but we'll bounce back. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Jarrell Williams, Alex Collins, all the way from Ireland, checking in. Above the rim, what's going on? They call me Tack. Yeah. CK, we global over here, man.
I love it. Bro, I love it.
Yeah, we got they call me Tack from Oakland. We got Alex Collins over here from Ireland. Shells Heavy, upstate New York. Michael Parker. We just had Zake calling from Maryland. CK on the West Coast himself.
I'm over here myself, right?
Dubs Revo, what's going on? J. Ellis, how's the Periscope looking?
Periscope, it's not too active. I got Charlie Gabe today.
Okay.
And
shout out to Wayne CP the artist. He's out in ATL. Shout out CP the artist. BK Legend. Up. Yeah, we global, man. We global. All right, let's go back to the phone. 646. You on the line?
Yo, Max from the Bronx. What's good?
What's good, Max? How's everything, man?
What's happening, man?
What's going on? Listen, man. Okay. If Trey didn't have that third quarter,
I was gonna say
right now. I'll be honest.
Full disclosure, CK. Max from the Bronx is the leader of the I Hate Trey Burke fan club.
Yeah. Carlito is he's the I Hate Trey.
Oh, so you don't? Okay, all right, go ahead.
He's the anti-Trey Burke, but go ahead, Max. Go ahead, Max.
Yeah. Let me explain, okay? I'm just going to explain. And that's it. All I'm going to do is put facts. That's all I want to do is put facts, right?
Okay.
That's it. And I want the chat to really pay attention to it because you have a lot of low IQ basketball fans that be in the chat. So I want to explain this to them, right?
Wow.
You can't have a score-first point guard out there with Tim Hardaway and other scorers because the offense would look terrible. Yeah. Trey got benched in the second quarter. That is a fact.
He did. He got benched for ISO. He got benched for ISO in the second quarter.
He was doing too much. Okay, Hazonia, everybody's favorite Croatian, Hazonia, right?
Yeah.
He actually was playing good today. So we're like, wow.
Actually.
Okay, Hazonia's hitting shots. So what do a smart point guard does? A smart point guard does, he passes it to the person who's hot, right?
The hot hand, yeah.
But not Trey Burke. No. Not Trey. Trey's going to look for self. Trey's all about self. Trey's not about the team. Trey's about self. If Trey did not have that quarter, the third quarter, you will see Frank starting on Wednesday. That's how close it was to everybody. Because you're watching this guy. He got pulled. And, one thing about Fizdale's not delusional. When we were talking, I wouldn't say talking shit, but we were saying about his own, you're like, what the hell's going on with this guy? In his post-game interview, that's exactly what Fizdale said. He said he took him to the side, talked to him like, listen, I need you to do better because you're just doing Hazonia type stuff out there. Yeah, I need you to do better. And that's why he played well today. The best lineup to start for the year, for the rest of the year, until KB comes back,
I'm listening.
Is Frank, Tim, because they're not going to take out Tim.
No, they're not going to take
They're just not going to do it. Frank, Dotson, Tim, Knox, and Canton. That's the best. At least you have two out of three people who want to play defense, who can actually stop somebody.
CK, what you think about that lineup? What you guys think about that lineup? CK, I'll let you go. He said Frank, Tim, Dotson, Knox, and Cannon. What y'all think, man? What y'all think?
I feel like is Frank point guard in that situation? I'm hoping that's
for Max. Yeah, that's the point guard.
And then I hate Tim Hardaway at the 3 because that's the only.
What about Dotson? What about Dotson at the 3?
I just feels like that puts from us getting what we got today from Dotson if we put him at the 3. Like it's fine in situational, in like certain situations, but starting, I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't want Dotson to start in lineup. I don't know if I want him starting at the 3. I don't hate the lineup. Don't get me wrong. Like if we saw that in the second quarter or something, I'm cool with it. I don't know if that's my starting lineup though.
JL's, what's your take on that lineup? Max's future lineup prediction.
I agree with you. It's like we're going back to the days of Jeff Hornacek where we had two guards out there, Dart and Middleton. Like Middleton was shooting right over Dotson like it was nothing.
He was.
It was like picking shots. And also, I still want Knox to prove it too. I still want Knox to prove that he wants it on the defensive end because sometimes he gets a little lost.
On defense, 100%. Yeah. Yep.
But my thing is, sorry.
No, go ahead, Max.
My thing is, Trey's a selfish player, man. I'm cool. Like,
this guy Max is so hard to impress. I mean, the dude put the team on his back in the third quarter, Max, and brought us back.
You know why he put his team on his back?
You're the only one that was not celebrating that comeback.
Yeah, man.
Listen. You know why he put his team on the back? Because he was so bad and so selfish. The first half, he he has to do something. His starting position is
Yo, he has a point though.
He's not wrong.
You're not wrong. He's not wrong. Thanks for the call, man.
He has to do something.
He's not wrong, man. He's not
and
wrong.
I get pinned as a Trey hater myself sometimes, and that's not the case. It's just Max hit it on the head. Trey is not. I mean, he had 9 assists 2 nights ago against Boston. Cool, but he's not a point guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not a ball moving, pace controlling point guard. He's a guy. He's one of the billion ISO players we have on our team.
Facts.
So it just makes sense for him to come off the bench, and I feel like we would get a better product from him as well if he's coming off the bench and he has that, you know, that bench role where he can, you know, be the scorer that he wants to be. You know, he's right. Like he's right.
You know what? You know what? It's like I remember Trey running pick and roll to flawlessly with Enes Kanter and KP.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen it that much.
He's struggling. He's struggling with it.
He's just struggling all over.
He's struggling with it. And Max is right. Yo, listen, Max is right. When they gave him the hook in the second quarter because he wasn't doing nothing and ISO was doing a little bit better.
A little bit.
You could tell when he came out in that third quarter, I was like, oh yeah, that benching got to him. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he just went like, you know what, screw it. He just went to mid-range Trey. Let's go. Yep.
He's a chip guy, man.
He brought us back into the game. You know, he chipped away. He brought us back into the game. So now do we put him on the bench and start Frank? You know, we might have to go with that lineup. We might have to put Frank in there. I don't know. I'm interested to see what Fizdale goes with.
I want to see what happens. I'm interested in starting Frank. Like he disappeared in the fourth quarter, but he always seems to kind of find a way to kind of run the team pretty good.
Yes.
Even when he's not, even though he doesn't really have that first gear of breaking down the offense off the dribble, he kind of like passes it, wait for the pass back, and then initiates the offense kind of that way.
True.
But I'm waiting to see what happens next game to see if he can actually run the team at the point guard position.
What gets lost with Frank, and I feel like especially with a lot of Knicks fans, the Frank haters, is he does a lot of orchestrating and creating offense. Yeah. So just because he doesn't get the initial assist, it might turn into an assist from the player that he passed to, or hockey assist.
Yep.
So that isn't on his stat line. So then you're seeing Frank with 4 assists. You're seeing Frank with 5 assists. But technically, in games when we're making our shots, Frank is responsible for about 30 points, just not on his.
Just not directly.
Score, you know what I mean?
Just not directly.
So it's like, yeah, and I feel like we need that at the point because we need somebody that is creating offense for others because, like you said at the top, CP, we got so many ISO guys that when those ISO guys are cold, we're done.
We're doomed.
You know
We're doomed. Yeah. That's
somebody that can set other people up. And I'm 100% on board of letting Frank be point guard Frank and try that out and see where we go from there.
This Lance situation too is like
it's not working.
The Lance Thomas project is over.
Yeah, we gotta let it go.
But it's like who to replace him with though. That's the scary part. Like I still haven't seen enough of Mario.
He's the best of the worst because I don't trust him. You can't put Mario out there.
And then it's like if you put Vonleh in there, then you have no rebounding.
You're done. Vonleh cannot start. Vonleh cannot start.
Yeah. Until especially because Mitch took a little step back.
Yeah,
it's hard for us to start Vonleh because we don't have that big fella.
We don't have the depth. We can't afford it. You know, it's not that he shouldn't start. He can't.
Right. We just
he can't start.
Can't start him. Yeah.
We literally have no insurance backing us up right now, man.
He needs to shake Lance. Like get it to get like somebody needs to shake him.
You know, it's the best it's gonna get, man. Let's go back to the phones and then we'll do our player ratings. 347, you're on the line. Yo.
Whoa. In the bathroom?
I don't know. He seemed like he's listening and not talking. All right. He missed his spot. Let's go down south. We going to Miami on Wednesday anyway, so let's start there. 305, you're on the line.
What's good, people?
What's good, man? How you doing, bro?
Oh, good, man. Look, you can call me ridiculous, but I really like the effort. that the Knicks have been putting in these games.
Yeah, far from ridiculous, man. Far from ridiculous. We're all in the same boat on that. You got to applaud the effort, for sure.
I mean, right. I mean, we need more help, man. Clearly.
Yeah, of course.
I heard that you guys said that these guys are so long, the Milwaukee Bucks. And
yeah. I mean, look, my guy, Kurt from Maywood put it nicely. He said, "Listen, teams don't talk about it. We're missing our best guy in Kristaps Porzingis, and here we go, 2 back-to-back losses against the top teams in the East, who by and large are on a full deck." And listen, we took it to them. We just came up on the short end. They made more plays than us in the end, man. So, what more could you ask for?
Right. Yeah, just imagine Kevin Knox and KP. Kevin Knox in his peak mid-season and KP playing versus the Milwaukee Bucks is going to be a different story.
Yeah, you're not worried about Lance in your starting lineup when those guys are back.
Look, I like what Mario did today, man. It was impressive.
Yes.
They were really buying into the system. They love Fizdale. They love playing for Fizdale. Mario was really, really into winning that game, though. And I don't like Trey Burke. I don't like his individuality. Like he's just playing by on his own. I like Vonleh because Vonleh is engaged into the system. He plays with fundamentals. He's in the right spot. He plays defense.
No, Vonleh plays his role, man.
Dotson. Yeah, Dotson is a real one too, man. Dotson, he has to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Other than that, team is gonna be teamy, man. I mean, I don't know.
I hate that phrase. I hate that
go
phrase.
Ahead, CK, go ahead, man. Timmy's just gonna Timmy, baby.
He keeps taking those ridiculous shots, man.
Hey, listen, man. And thanks for the call, man. Listen,
much love, man.
We know what the Timmy talk is all about, man. Don't we, CK, man? We know what the Timmy talk is all about, man.
Look, and it's the thing. Like all due respect, because he is keeping us and putting us in these games, right? Yep. Yeah. But then, in the same breath, takes us right out of the game at the wrong time.
Timmy Starks, baby. Timmy Starks.
Yeah, in all 3 of these losses, Tim has been the igniter to us being in the game, looking like we're going to close it, but then Karis LeVert happens. Then tonight happens where he couldn't hit a shot to save his life towards the end of the game. It's frustrating. And I think this is where we miss KP the most. Tim can do Tim things, but then when it's time to close, KP's like, calm down. It's my time to shine kind of thing,
Yeah. And that's it. And you saw that with the Bucks. The Bucks went to their 2 heavy hitters. They went to the Greek Freak. They went to Middleton. And they can rely on Middleton. Really stepped his game up though, man. I'm impressed with him.
He always kills us, man.
Yeah, I'm impressed with him. He's a guy that really got better every year in the NBA, man.
Was like the 15th man for Detroit.
That's a fact,
and then randomly Milwaukee gave him a chance. Jason Kidd, and then that was it.
True.
That's history.
True indeed. We're going to get back to the phones. We're going to get into our player ratings right now, but real quick, shout out to the chat. If this is your first time in the chat, give us a hashtag new so we can shout you guys out. As always, if you're new and haven't subscribed to the channels, subscribe to Knicks Fan TV, subscribe to the Nick of Time Show, subscribe to CK2K. We just bringing you this Knicks content, man, and we just coming together as Knicks fans, breaking down the games, interacting with the fans. So it's a lot of fun. Just continue to support us. Hit that thumbs up on the video. Smash that thumbs up. And, like I said, that's the best way to support us. Shout out to Michael Parker, sent us a super chat. He says the Knicks are still undermanned. We have to evaluate them once they have full strength. Yeah, that's the point that I made just now. We're fighting these teams without KP and by and large without Kevin Knox. So
Facts. But shout out to my regulars holding it down over here. I guess my health is back, so people was like, I can actually watch the stream now. All
right, there we go. Yeah, the stream tripped out, man. A little technical difficulty sometimes.
So shout out to Drip Bayless, S. Parker, Richard Jen holding it down.
Ace Bezel talking about you new. Ace, you ain't new, man. Ace think he's low, man.
Parker.
Facts.
It's a new day, maybe. I don't know.
Stafford Don, bless up Stafford Don, all the way in Florida.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Yo, CK, we worldwide, bro.
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving
we
it.
Worldwide, man. It's amazing. It's been amazing.
Yes,
all
Periscope, where you from?
Periscope. Shout out to Periscope. All right, let's go to the let's go to the player ratings. All right. Lance Thomas, 4 points, 4 rebounds.
Look at that plus minus though.
+6 on the night. 18 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where you guys going with Lance Thomas? Jay Ellis, I'm start with you, man. What's Lance Thomas player ratings for you?
Oh, player rating for Lance Thomas, jeez. I didn't even notice he was on the court.
Yeah, I really didn't even notice him, man. To be honest with you, man.
I mean, he had to guard Giannis though, so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, tough task. So I give him an extra point for that, I guess.
I give him a 6. I give him a 6. I don't know.
Yeah, I give him maybe like a 5-6. CK, what do you think about Lance?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Because he did some good did some good pickups on team defense, but for the majority of the night, yeah, he was guarding Giannis. And he did everything he could, so I'm gonna at least give him that 6 just so he's not sitting at the 5.
Yeah,
I'm on 6, just like his plus minus.
There you go. Shout out Who's Mark in the chat. We got Who's Mark gracing us in the chat. He's a troublemaker, man. Yo, Mark, you gotta call up, man. We waiting on you, man. When you gonna call up for the show, man? Ennis the Menace, 14 points, another double-double, 4th straight game with a double-double. 14 and 10, -9 on the night. JL is 1 to 10. Where you giving Canada tonight?
Jeez, this is tough, man. Because I didn't even know he had a 50% shooting night until the end of the night. I thought he was shooting like 30%.
Yeah.
and then Brooke was kind of giving
tearing him up.
Yeah, Brooke was hurting him. Brooke Lopez was hurting him. Let's go to Brooke Lopez numbers.
I'm thinking between 6.5 and a 7.
Brooke Lopez, 13
he got
points.
The double-double. He got the double-double.
Yeah. Got the double-double. Yeah, I give him about a 7. CK, what you think?
I'm gonna go 2 in a row. I'm gonna give him a 6 as well.
Okay.
Defensively, still, can't what's his name? John Henson was giving him some work too.
Yeah. It's tough. That was a tough matchup for him.
It was hard for him.
But yeah, I give him about a 7 myself. All right. Trigger Trey Burke, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, +5, 9 to 18 from the field, 50% from the field. The third quarter run that got us back into the game.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, JLs? The whole body of work. Trey.
The whole body. I'll give him a 7 just because he just kind of pulled himself out the bootstraps and got us back in the game in that quarter alone, and kind of made a run. His first positive shooting night of the season, 50% today.
Yeah,
so
I give him a 7. That third quarter stretch was that was crucial for us to get back in the game, make it respectable. And I thought he should have went back to him. If Fizdale's all about playing a high hand, it don't get no hotter than that. So I'm kind of puzzled why he, obviously, yeah, we needed Frank out there for the size, but Trey was hot. It's just hard to take him out of that lineup. He was going, and they called the timeout and took him out the game. But I'll give Trey a 7. Let's go to Frank. Frank 5 and 5 on the night, -6. It wasn't that great tonight, man. JL's, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna give, he was the only one kind of running the offense in that little second quarter, but then he disappeared after that.
Yeah.
So, shoot, I'm gonna have to give Frank a 6.
Yeah, CK, where you at with that?
Oh man. Yeah, God. When he was playing the point, I liked it because we were getting some movement, some fluidity, but I can't give him a 6. I got to keep him steady at a 5. Got to hold him accountable because he's been showing us some aggressive Frank as of late, and he just didn't do it tonight. So I got to keep him accountable. So I'm gonna give him a 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5 as well. I agree with that. I'm gonna give him a 5 on that. People in the chat, what do you guys think so far? We went through Lance, we went through Cannon, went through a starting 5. We about to get to Timmy. Went through Burke, Frank, Neal, and Keaton. What's your ratings for those guys? Let me know how the stream is looking. Hopefully it's not buffering or skipping around. I see.
Let us know.
How's yours looking, JL?
I'm back. I'm live. I'm green.
Okay.
On my end, y'all both look fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. Appreciate it. All right. This one's gonna be an interesting one. Tim Hardaway Jr. 24 points, Used all 6 of his fouls. Used all 6 of his bullets. 3 dimes. Plus minus 25 on the night.
Jeez.
7 for 23 shooting.
Oh my God.
Man. I mean, do both of those just cancel each other out? He's 24 points, minus 25 on the night.
Yo, man.
JL, what you thinking, man?
Jeez, he's an enigma, man. Like, how do you grade this?
I don't know, man.
How do you grade this? Like, there was points where he was keeping us in the game. Like,
he busted that 3, that clapback 3 late in the game.
Yeah, and I was like, yes. And there was times where I'm just like, I was yelling close out on the shooter because he was trying to the 3-point line as people were shooting threes. And I'm just like, dude, are we reverting back to last year? What's happening right now? Yeah. Oh gosh.
Timmy Starks, man.
6. No, I can't get. I feel like it's 7, but I don't think it's a 6.5, 6.8. Kind of that.
CK, where you going?
I don't want to give him that full 7. 6.7.
Oh man, I'm gonna sound like that grumpy old Tim Hardaway hater. I feel like the negative 25 cancels out the 24. Mind you, yes, like I said at the top, he hit key shots for us, but then at the same time, when we were still close to the game and he was taking some reckless off the dribble shots and stuff that just give them more momentum. So I'm sitting him with Frank and putting him at a 5, yo.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6 for that late 3-pointer. I'll give him a 6 for trying to keep us in the game. He tried. But the minus, that's just stretching it. But the minus 25 was a killer, man.
Huge.
The minus 25 was a killer.
That's amazing. That's talent.
That's talent.
That's Timmy Starks, man.
That's talent. You got a 25, 24, and a minus 25.
That's Timmy Starks, man.
So how do you do that?
Noah Vonleh, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, minus 8 on the night, 5 or 6 from the free throw line. What you guys think of Noah?
It's hard to grade him because I feel like he did well in his minutes, but he didn't get a lot of time. I thought he was gonna go to him a little more in the end.
Yeah, same here, man. I think I would still give him a 7, man. I just feel like he impacts the game so much. Off the bench, you know what I mean? On defensively, getting on the boards, just playing tough. I just like how he plays for that second unit, man.
Yeah, I'm actually giving the highest score so far. I'm actually gonna go 7.5 with him.
Yeah,
because he had the task that Lance had and Mario had, and he guarded Giannis. And I feel like of the few that guard him, he did the best job. I mean, yeah, his stats aren't anything to look at. 5 boards, 11 points, only in 18 minutes. But I mean, when we went on that run in the third, he was the one guarding Giannis, and he had Giannis stumped a few times outside of that. Step back 3, but so I'm gonna give him that 7.5 for doing Swiss Army knife stuff.
True indeed, and we need that, man. We need that. He is a valuable player for this team, man. Definitely. JL, so you gave me your rating for Vonleh already?
Oh, 7.
7. All right, 7. All right, 7's across the board for the most part. Super Mario. Welcome to New York, Super Mario. Finally.
Yeah.
Do it again, please.
Finally.
I'm going to give Mario some love.
I mean, they were calling for him,
I'm going to give Mario some love. This is the best. This is the Mario I saw when we played Atlanta. This is the Mario I saw when he was open practice. He was hustling on defense. He was hitting the shots. He wasn't too crazy wild today. I'm gonna give him a 7. I'm gonna give him a 7.5. I'll do that.
Yeah, same here. He stepped up to the challenge. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We called him out. Clarence Keynes added him, said you soft. He hit him back with the smiley face. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know if he was pissed off or you know what I mean? How was he gonna take it?
Yeah,
he stepped up. Yeah. He stepped up to the challenge. So shout out to Mario. Hopefully he can. He had some boneheaded plays out there.
He did.
He had a couple at the end.
He had a couple at the end. But I think by and large he was aggressive. That's what you wanted to see, man. So, I give him a 7. I give Mario a 7 as well, man.
Yeah.
But you know that air ball too. I don't know.
Do we give Baker honorary rating just for taking that elbow?
if it wasn't against our own team, I would say yes.
Yeah.
I can't. Can we give him an NA? Can we do that?
Can you give him a hug?
We give Baker honorable mention for taking one for the team, man. Baker can't catch a break, bro.
Can that happen?
I'll give him a hug.
That's what I think he needs.
That was just unlucky, man.
Baker can't catch a break, man. Then we got Free Dot.
Free Dotson.
32 minutes on the night for Free Dot.
Sir.
14 points, 2 steals, 8 rebounds, 4 for 8 from 3-point land.
I love it.
Give me a grade on Dotson, man.
I love it.
Man. I'm the shooting percentage is the only thing that's gonna be taking me from the 7.5. That's the only thing. But then again, the rebounds and the steals though, from a shooting go,
yeah,
is like it's having me battle 7.3. Here we go.
And also remember the stuff that wasn't on the stat sheet.
True.
You know, Dave did some stuff out there.
7.3.
He did some stuff out there. He did some stuff.
He was disruptive on defense, man.
Mm-hmm.
People forget how he came in the league. I was so excited to have Dot before we signed Tim Hardaway Jr. And then I was like, I thought he was gonna be the guy. I thought he was gonna be like, he's gonna step in and he was gonna be like a little 3-point assassin and get rebounds, like a jacked up Landry Fields type of thing.
Facts. I'm gonna give him an 8, man. I'm gonna give Dotson an 8.
I was gonna go. I'm glad you did it first because I was gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Dotson an 8 for not just tonight's game, but just stepping in. Cold, Dotson just coming in. The one of the stories tonight and going forward until Knox comes back is gonna be who's next man up. Who's gonna step up in those minutes? Fizdale said he might change the lineup up after the Miami game. He's gonna reevaluate things. I mean, listen, Dotson has made a case to be in that rotation, heavy if not in the starting lineup. So, just big up to Dotson for 2 tough games. He's stepping up on both ends. Yeah, he had a couple, ticky-tack fouls, but it'll be all right. But
one of those fouls was bullshit.
Yeah, which one? The one where he pushed Ilyasova into Chris Middleton?
That's the one I was thinking about.
It was one earlier than that was kind of bull. He kind of. I'm thinking about the Frank. I'm thinking about the Frank foul when Frank just stood up and they called a foul on him.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Frank. That was Frank.
Yeah, and Dotson got the second most minutes tonight behind Timmy. 32 minutes for Dotson. So.
He did it on both ends, man.
That's facts.
He earned them.
That's a facts, man. So free Dot is in full effect. Shout out Damian Dotson. ISO Zoe, quiet night, 4-4 +9 on the night, 17 minutes. Mm-hmm. I thought we could have went back to him, later in the second half, but ISO Zoe didn't really get that much burn. But what do you guys think of him tonight?
It wasn't much to see.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a hard one to judge because he's one of those guys where it's like towards the end of the game you can give him the minutes and then maybe those 4 points turn into 15. But he wouldn't know because he didn't really get that chance.
He didn't really get that chance. Yeah, I would say inconclusive on Dot. What you think, JLs?
Yeah, same. I do like the 4 assists though.
4 assists, he finished.
Passed the ball today.
He definitely passed the ball.
He doesn't really like to pass that much, but today, the day he passed.
Every game, I just want to see the ball movement go up just a little bit with ISO Zoe. I understand he's an ISO guy, but every now and then, if you give me 4 assists, 5 assists,
ironically, at the end of the second quarter, I thought he should have shot it.
What I like about him too is that you could see that he's got that college experience. You know what I mean? ISO, he kind of plays like a vet almost. Like, he's still a rookie, but he comes in and he's ready. He's ready to play. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell that those 3 years at Zona, a top school, he's seasoned. ISO Zoe's definitely well seasoned out there.
Word. Those little step backs are still working too. That's crazy.
Yeah. Facts. And, I think that's it for the ratings. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Luke Cornett, DMP, Money Mitch, DMP.
Shout out to Kareem in the chat who knew about my, not my hate, but my critical judging of Mario Hezonja. He said, watch CK give Mario a 5 out of 10. I did not. I gave him a 7, okay? I had to shout it out because, over on my channel, I'm so critical on Mario because look. When we saw Mario tear us up in Orlando or in New York,
of course. Yep.
So I want that guy. You know what I mean? So
dude looked amazing against us.
Yes, he did. So until I start seeing shades of that guy, then I'll jump into the Super Mario stuff.
Facts. Kareem from Barbados too, bro. I'm not sure if you knew that. CK.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Yeah, man. Shout out Kareem, man. He's always supporting. Let's go back to the phones. We got who's marking the phones? Who's marking the phones?
I
don't know. Mark, what's your number? You got to give me an area code, man. For now, we're gonna go to 817. You're on the line.
Yo, what's good, fellas?
What's good, man? Who's this?
What's up?
Yo, this Q, man, out of Texas.
Q, Texas. What's good, man?
Yo, what up?
Yeah, man. Yo, man, I just got a couple of points. Not too much, but the deal with Frank, man. You know, I coach basketball. Frank picks up his dribble, man. That's bad.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to be a little more aggressive. If he's going to play over 30 minutes, he's got to be a little more aggressive. Let's just be real about that.
Mm-hmm.
I love Frank. I love his game. Euro-type game. Good. But he got to do a little more. 30 minutes. Come on, man. I'm not even sure all the minutes. That's just frustrating me. But that's enough about Frank. But yo,
now,
on the
Frank
hate on,
got 35 minutes.
Yep.
35 minutes for Frank time.
That's too much, man. That's too much. 5 points, man. Got to do a little more. I think 10 points would be straight. Defense is okay, but Frank's getting work too at times. You know, so he's got to give a little more. And then, you know, all the hate on Trey, man. Trey's a basketball player. He's playing an NBA game. If anybody else does that ISO ball, everybody's going crazy over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see LeBron do it all day. Nobody complains. You know what I mean? So
well, I think the issue is in fairness to the Trey criticism, and I agree with you. And when Trey does it, listen, it works, and we need that. But it's just we just lacking facilitators right now. I think that's a problem. Why people pick on Trey so much is because
that's real. Fizz coached him up. He got back and he did his thing. Fizz coached him up, but Fizz left him on the bench too long. We needed that. You know what I mean?
I thought so, man.
Fizz got to say, look, if you're going to put Frank at the point, put Trey off the bench, let him come in, bring buckets. Him and ISO Zoe, they do their ISO thing, but if you're going to put Frank on the point and let him start, he's got to do more. You know, you got to do a little more, man. You got to, if he's going to penetrate, dish, hit a shot here and there, but 10 points, you could get that in a full NBA game, 35 minutes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's what's frustrating, man.
Nah, I hear you, man, and appreciate the call, bro. Yeah, you know, listen, Frank, we need more from Frank on the offensive end. You know, we know what his defense is. We know what he could bring on the defensive end, but we need some more out of Frank. Jay Ellis, do you switch the rotation up after Fizdale said maybe after Wednesday's game you might switch the rotation up? If you did, where do you think that change come from?
I mean, I just want to see what happens if Frank is starting point guard for some of these taller guards. Like I said before, I saw him run the team pretty well in that second quarter.
Yep.
I've seen him run the team pretty well in spots throughout throughout the games. Even with the Celtics game, the Brooklyn game, I've seen him do it. So I'm just curious to see if we start with the height, we give him that talk to be aggressive, and kind of just see what happens.
So you would put Trey on the bench and go with Frank.
Yeah, I would try to see what it is.
CK, where you at on that?
Yeah, I've been pretty adamant about that. I agree. I say try it one more time. We have to change it up because we have not had a good first quarter. Mm-hmm. We have not had a single good first quarter, so that means something needs to change. To me, the whole Frank at small forward thing, that whole experiment's over. It's cool that he's 6'7". Sure, in some rotations, you know, when we put Trey and ISO at the same time, or Dotson and ISO, whoever, and we put Frank at the 3, but he's still running the point, I'm all for it. But yeah, something needs to change because we keep putting ourselves in a hole from the jump, and that's not helping us.
True indeed. So then, do you put Dotson at the 3? Go Frank, Timmy, Dotson. Lance and Canner.
I don't like it, man. It just reminds me of Hornacek too much, man.
So who'd you swap out with Frank then?
You're right, because Kev is out.
That's what I'm saying. With no Knox, I mean, Dotson.
I'm not.
Might be
I'm
the
not ready
most.
for Mario yet. I need to
Me
see
either. That's what I was just gonna say. I'm not ready to start Mario.
I'm not ready.
I put Dotson in at the 3. Right
Yeah,
now.
I guess you have to. You have to. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I put Dotson at the 3 and have Trey, Mario, Vonleh, ISO. Whoa, but then then you're gonna put ISO and Trey out there.
That's the other problem I'm having.
That's tough. That's tough.
The other problem I'm having.
That's gonna be driving kick, maybe. I don't know.
That's tough.
But yeah. That again, I don't want to start Mario yet. I don't think we're ready for that. And I don't want Tim at the 3 again. I'd rather have Dotson being a smaller guard and guarding 3s over Tim Hardaway Jr. having no defense and guarding 3s. So, God, yeah.
Decisions, coach.
I know, man.
We're just not right now.
Decisions, man.
Yep. Get healthy, Kev. We miss you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Develop too. We need. Oh man.
Factuals.
We need our young guys to develop.
Yeah,
let's go back to the phones.
I need Knox to get me my steal and block a game.
646, you on the line. What's going on?
Yo, what's good, fellas? Andrew from Tampa.
Andrew from Tampa. What's going on, man?
What up, Andrew?
Yeah, man. Couple points. Yo, definitely agree with CK about the 3 position. Gotta switch it up.
So where are you going?
I don't like Tim. I don't like Frank at the 3, man. Like Frank has shown in these 4 games that, like, as much as we love his versatility, I do not want to see him against starting caliber 3s.
Yeah.
I want to see, like, if we switch Frank on the 3. Oh, I'd rather be like a 3 that comes off the bench. Just like if we're like mixing up.
Matt. Yeah, select situations.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
agreed.
I will say
exactly. It's just like
I will say this. I feel like Frank has guarded 3s pretty okay.
Yes.
This season, and we just all know his big advantage would be at the point guard because he's taller than everybody.
Yeah, and aggressive Frank hasn't really done anything against 3, so that's the other problem. We've only seen aggressive Frank out of the pick and roll playing the point, but when he's at the 3 offensively, he doesn't really get anything going.
That's true.
Nah, not at all. Like, as much as we want some offense from Frank, like, you putting a 3 on him, like, he's definitely not scoring.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? Like
100%.
Yeah, like, as much as he brings us defensive versatility, like, it's like that one caller said, like, Frank needs to give us more than 5 points. And if Frank's guarding, like, LeBron James one night, like, he definitely scoring, like, at least 10 points. Like, so, like, it's crazy. It's our situation is, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, like, the guy showed heart tonight. Definitely appreciated that. Like, we just got to get used to these nights, man. Like, what they're giving right now is exactly what the season is going to be going forward.
Competitive losses is all I need to see, man. Of course, I want to win, but if we go down in a blaze. And these 3 losses have been going down in a blaze. Take it as learning experiences. We shorthanded. And listen, we went up against the Hawks. I mean the Celtics and the Bucks without our heavy hitters.
Yeah.
You can't ask for more than that. I'm not mad at
no KP, no Knox.
Yeah.
Not mad at all. But like, thanks for taking my call, fellas. CK, love your channel, bro. Like, keep it up, bro.
Indeed, man. Talk to you next time. Let's go to 908. You on the line, 908?
908.
Hey, what's good, fellas?
What's good, man? Who's this?
Fred from New Jersey.
Okay, salute, bro. How's it going?
Hello?
Yeah, we here.
We hear you.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. What's good, CK? Yeah, I follow you too, bro. Good to
I appreciate it.
chat with you as well, bro. First off, with this Tim Hardaway, like when, just think of it like, y'all, whenever I hear this Tim Hardaway slander, like, it's like, y'all Drake. And I'm Pusha T, and I want all the smoke. Like, I just feel like y'all really undercutting.
Nah, I rock with Pusha. You can't call me Drake, bro. I rock with Pusha T, man. Yo, you can't call me Drake. Pusha T's my guy, man.
Because all I know is I'm about to store your Adidon this conversation right now because it's kind of upset. How are you going to give Hazonia a better score when Tim Hardaway is the number one option? Tim Hardaway Jr. is averaging how many points? And I know it's early. He's not going to maintain that, but it is a gradual jump like I always been saying. Like, I just don't understand why y'all gotta hate on this man so much. Like he the co-captain of the team, man, and you wonder why they in all the games. Cantor has been consistent.
Listen, Timmy and Can have been the MVPs of the team. Timmy and Can has been the MVP of the team.
I'll give you that.
Like, and I love and Free Dot at his best potential plays more like a Tim Hardaway Jr. If he's going, he's good. Like that's the kind of game. But better defense, I'm not going to disrespect his defense. And I don't think Tim Hardaway Jr. is that bad of a defense.
Rebounding.
But Dotson, I see different. I see Dotson. But
what you rating Timmy tonight? 1 to 10. What you rating Timmy tonight?
Tim Hardaway Jr. for tonight, you got to give him at least a 7, at least a 7.5. Like you ain't gonna give him no 6 or no 5.
Who gave him a 5? Wait, CK, you gave him a 5?
I think I did. I think I gave him a 5. Oh no, I gave him a 6. I gave him a 6.
I gave him a 6.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Like Tim Hardaway Jr. is playing with the pressure, man. He's like, no, y'all. I respect the show. I love the show. Like Dotson stepped up. Noah Vonleh, I told y'all, he reminded me of Anthony Mason and Grandmama. Like he got them long arms, and you just see him battling out there tonight, yo. It's just very infectious to see him grow. And it's like, yo, and I just like with this team that we got right now, you know, Fizz is going to tweak it every here and there. So like. I feel like it's going to be like you said. Like I'm just surprised we're in these games. Like we don't have a lot of marquee guys on this team, and these kids are stepping up. So that just shows Fizz is a good coach, and that if we do got the right talent, that means everybody going to be better. Even Tim Hardaway Jr. and Cantor going to be better. If Knox was here, like Knox was starting to turn around a little bit. So
yes, thank you.
Just stop hating on Timmy, yo. Just stop hating on Timmy.
All right, man. Yo, appreciate the call, personal, bro.
But yeah,
appreciate the call. Yeah, CK. He that's my guy from Jersey, man, and he called earlier this season about the Timmy hate. Mr. D in the chat says we always pick a scapegoat. First is Melo, now is Timmy. What you guys think about that? You think we scapegoat Timmy too much? Do you think we nitpick Timmy? My guy from Jersey definitely thinks we do. But CK, what you think about that?
No, I don't think so at all. Look, man, I'm just not a fan of his shot selection. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like I've been on record saying that he right now is playing all-star potential in the East. But at the same time, I'm going to keep it real. He has shot us out of some of these games, so I'm just being critical on those things because, just like the last caller said, he is our go-to guy. So our go-to guy has to make the right or smarter decisions towards the end of the games. That's all. Like I'm only giving him the slander because he is our leader. Just like as Cantor challenges him. That's the only thing. I'm not sitting here I have not once said I feel like we wasted our money on Tim. I'm not saying all that stuff because Tim has been him and like you said, him and Cantor have been the heart to this team right now. It's just at the same time, like he has to do better in closing out these games. That's all.
JL, so we too hard on Timmy, man, or is the criticism justified?
And I feel like I'm just right on Timmy. When he's playing good, when he's playing good, I give him his props. When he's playing bad, I don't give him his props. Yeah. And when he's in between, he's in between. First game with the Hawks, I felt like he had a really good game. He had rebounds, assists. He shot 45%. I was like, yo, this is dope. Second game, he scored 28 points or something around 28 points. The shooting percentage was a little but I was like, I wish he could, shoot a little bit better. Yeah. Shot selection, you still got to work on it. You probably need to pass the ball a little bit. But I see you're turning up. I felt like you're trying harder on the defensive end, so I gave him props that night too. But even though I wanted to see a little bit more from him, so I mean, I feel like I'm pretty fair.
My guy Del Blago said he shoots like Melo, plays defense like Melo, but he ain't Melo. I mean, look.
That's the best argument. There it is.
I mean, listen, man. Heavy's the head that wears the crown. You get the most money. You get the criticism. That's just all it is with Timmy, man. I understand the criticism, and you know, I get both sides of it. I get both sides of the issue. I'm just with everybody else, with CK, with Jay Ellis, with everybody that criticizes Timmy, even Clyde, even Fizdale. It's a shot selection. Shot selection, shot selection, shot selection. Everybody says it. You know what I mean? Everybody says it. So, at the same time, him and Canna are the MVPs of the team. Me and Jay Ellis, me and you talked about it. If there was any two players that could potentially make the All-Star team as a third, fourth reserve, you know what I'm saying? It could be Timmy. It could be Canna. You never know.
Could be.
You never know, man.
You never know. Let's see.
I don't disagree.
Work on that shot selection, defense.
Facts.
And yeah, and we good to go.
Let's go back to the phones. We got a couple more calls before we wrap up. Let's go to 484. 484. Are you a Tim Hardaway Jr. hater?
Hell no, man. Ace Bez, man. You know that's my guy, man.
Ace Bez.
That do be scapegoating my guy, man. I be scapegoating him. And I be watching these other star players, not to say that Timmy is a star, but I be watching these other star players. They take bad shots, too.
I mean,
they take bad shots, too, man.
They make them, though.
I was watching Donovan Mitchell the other night when he had Golden State beat, and he started taking Timmy shots. And I'm like, look at this guy. But nobody gonna say nothing about him. They just gonna ride Timmy, man. Timmy's been carrying us this season, man. He's been carrying us this season.
Hey, you're not wrong on that.
We all agree.
You definitely not wrong on that. What do you think of the game overall?
Yo, what y'all think about this lineup right here?
Yeah.
Starting five.
All right.
Trev, Timmy, Frank,
No.
Vonleh, and Cantor. What y'all think about that one?
Nah, you can't start Vonleh. No. You can't start. You're gonna get killed off the bench.
No. Where's Trier? Where's Frank?
Man?
And where's Tim?
Lance ain't giving us nothing, man. Lance don't give us nothing, man. And y'all can talk about his phantom defense, man. His phantom defense, man. He ain't giving us nothing, man.
Yo, listen. Listen. You're right. Lance isn't giving us anything. But the problem is when you don't have depth at that position, you can't put your two best guys on the front line in the starting lineup. You gotta balance it. You gotta balance it up.
We suck anyway, though. Like let's be real. We suck. Let's just put our best guys in the lineup. See if we can get a big lead. Then rest them guys, and then let Lance and these guys come in. You bring Trey off the bench. You bring Dotson off the bench. That's going to be the scoring. And you bring them other guys in and see if they can hold the fort down until everybody comes out.
What you guys think about that, JLs? What you think about that? Do we just go for shoot our shot early?
Why not? I mean, I'm almost sure that you know what? Why not? I'm not saying we start with that lineup, but I don't mind that lineup in the game.
Yeah,
I can't have Trier and Timmy next to each other like that. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta be.
But you got Frank in, so Frank can bring the ball up.
Yeah, but I'm just worried about what happens when the other team has the ball.
So exposed.
Oh,
Trey's been playing pretty good defense lately.
So you think Trey's bad?
Say that again, Ace.
I feel like Trey's been playing pretty good defense.
So you think Trey's bad?
I think he's been. I think he's been trying. I don't think he's.
I feel like he was pretty good today. Towards the end of the game, I felt like he had his lapses, but I feel like his lapses was more towards the first couple of games.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really seen a lot of lapses from Trey.
True.
Unless I missed something.
I just rather
That's
start
what I'm saying.
Dotson.
Like his defense ain't that bad where he can't play with Timmy, and Timmy ain't horrible on defense. I mean, he's not a top 5 defender, but he gonna stand in front of his guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just interesting lineup. Appreciate. Oh, go ahead, Ace. Hold up. Go ahead, Ace. I put you in the back in the waiting room, but go ahead, bro.
So, why y'all never talk about Cantor defense, man? Cantor don't go past the foul line or something to play defense, man?
I mentioned it at the top of the show. Were you here? I mentioned at the top of the show.
Nah, I wasn't here. I was watching the sorry ass Giants, man. My fault.
You see?
Yeah, I was watching them bums too, Ace, man. Man. I was vexed too, man. I almost didn't want to do the stream tonight, man. It's tough, man. Tough. I'm bouncing back and forth between ESPN and MSG, just sinking lower and lower into the couch, man. Rough. It's rough out here, man.
Our coach on the Giants sucks, man. You know we lost by 3 points, right?
No, I didn't even pay attention to it. We lost by 3 points.
Y'all lost for real?
It's even better. It's even better that I didn't even watch.
Yo, it was a 4th and goal, and we went for it on 4th down instead of kicking a field goal, and we lost by 3 points.
Oh yeah, I did see that stupidness when they should have when they were down 10-3. They went for it on 4th and goal. They should have just kicked the field goal. God, I don't like this coach. This coach he remind me of McAdoo, man. He's soft.
Wackadoo.
This coach remind me of McAdoo, man. All right, Ace, man. I'm gonna check you on Wednesday, man. I'm tight right now.
All right, man.
All right. I think he was shouting you out, CK.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I can't take all this damn losing, man. I can't, man.
It's just on all angles.
On all angles, man. My baseball team got smacked. My football team getting smacked. You know what I mean? The basketball team, you're supposed to accept getting smacked, but you can't accept it. So you come on post game and you talk trash about Tim
Hardaway.
Yeah. You scapegoat Timmy. You scapegoat Eli. You throw everybody under the bus, man. It's hard times out here, man. It's hard times. All right, let's go to one more call before we wrap up. 347, you're on the line.
Yo.
Yay.
Yo, what's good? This is Watson from Brooklyn.
Watson, what's good, bro?
I'm a fan of y'all. Chilling, man. I've been watching it, so y'all held it down for the summer. All y'all C2K. Good job, man.
Appreciate
you,
I
just had to call in since I seen I combined and everything.
Okay. All right, thanks a lot, man. Definitely appreciate it.
Man, appreciate that, bro.
Love.
Got to talk about these Knicks, man. Yo, first of all, y'all hating on Tim. Tim's been holding it down the past couple games. All right, he's been putting up the numbers. He's been taking bad shots, but yo, everybody started off doing that. Even younger Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Next, we're gonna go to Frank. Frank, you gotta let Frank be great at what he do. Frank is a point guard. He's tall. He's long. He plays defense. Let him do that. We don't need him to score. We got other scores. You know what I'm saying? When KP come back, that's KP role. That's Timmy role right now. Let Knox develop. We don't need Frank to score. Let him play D. Let him hold down the point guard. That's it. Next dude, I hear y'all talking about a lot about Vonleh. I want Vonleh to play. I heard y'all say he can't start. But, like, what's up with Hicks? Ain't nobody talking about Hicks. I watched Hicks in preseason. He's been in the program for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with my man?
Yeah, they been having Hicks inactive, man. They been having Hicks inactive. I don't know what's up with Hicks, man.
See what I'm saying? And then the other thing, we got Cornette. Yeah, Cornette is lightweight, but yo, he a stretch four. You know what I'm saying? Just give him some minutes. If I think we could put Vonleh in that starting lineup, because Lance got to come off the bench. Lance is my man. I like him, but yo, he not giving it to us. He could be the leader role. He could come off the bench, give us that six, as the sixth man, and just give us that energy, that extra defense that we need. But as a starter, that's that weight up there. That's why we starting off the games mad slow.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And we coming off as a
it might be Lance, man. It might be Lance that got to come out this
okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Who's the one that gets out of the rotation though? But okay, got you.
Lance, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a deficit right now. I mean, I like him. I think we all like him as New Yorkers because he's just the epitome of what we stand for. He's a hard worker. He don't talk much. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get the job done without getting the stats. But, yo, we need that weight, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they freed Dotson. He needs to keep doing his thing. He got that jumper. He's showing it in the game. That development is key. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, I love Fizdale as a coach. I've been watching these games. Yeah, we've lost the past two. You know what I'm saying? But they've been fighting like never before. I've been watching the Knicks for a long time. And for us to not have a main starter out there, and for them niggas to be fighting against Celtics and whoever, yo, they looking great. And in the grand scheme of things, I'm not mad they lost these last couple games because we want good position for the lottery pick anyway.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, man. And appreciate the call, my dude. Yeah, listen, he said he hit it on the head. I think Lance probably should be the odd man out, man. Even Ace was like, just start Vonleh. What do we got to lose?
Everything.
Everything on the bench. I mean, listen.
All the rebounding on the bench gone.
I'm pulling up a tweet from Mike Vorkunov from The Athletic. He said a combo of Vonleh, Hazonia Trier is plus 29 in 41 minutes this season. Fizdale said he wants to make the lineup change, but he doesn't want to hurt the bench because he said that lineup keeps saving us right now one way or the other. And he's right.
Hurt the bench.
You know, that bench chemistry. But I guess what's it worth if we shooting out the gate, you know, already behind the 8 ball, and then we only lose at the end.
Yeah, the bench was like we're number 8 in the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would say we got
net rating from the bench.
Yeah,
I mean, it's early, but yeah,
we got nothing to lose by tinkering with the lineup. Why not? Go ahead. You know, can't get no worse than Lance. If we want to, you know, I wasn't a Hicks guy, but
me either.
If you want to try Hicks at the 4th, you know, you could give it a try. You know what I mean?
Man.
Jay Ellis said, man. Yeah. It's rough, man. It's rough. All right, we're going to go to the last call of the night. 910. You're on the line, man. You're the last caller, bro.
Yo, what up, man? Hey, it's Delano calling, man.
Delano, what's good, man?
What's up?
What's the word? Hey, listen, is there a way possible that we can get on the phone with the Memphis Grizzlies and maybe see if we can get J. Michael Green for Lance Thomas or something like that? Get us another big, something like that, so we.
I endorse it.
That would be amazing, man.
I'm just trying to say, like we need another big to rebound, but won't, you know, once Kristaps comes back, he won't be one of them situations where we gotta find a way to fit him in. We could play him at the 5 just like we could play him at the 4. Vonleh's a great backup. I've been saying for a while now, I would have rather if we kept Michael Beasley over signing Hazonia, but that Vonleh move was perfect. I felt like that was the move for us.
That was a nice move.
As far as Frank goes, I'll be honest, I would like to put the ball in Frank's hand alongside Trey Burke, because I feel like if you give Frank the ball, him and Trey could, you know what I'm saying, work that facilitator world out, you know what I'm saying, the way Eric Snow and AI used to do it back in 2001. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's one of them situations where they're basically the same thing. It's just that you got a taller version, you know what I'm saying, of that combination. You know, as far as Eric Snow's role would be like what Frank is doing, and Trey can be Trey I. So I feel like, you know, once we can, you know, eliminate, you know, that situation as far as Tim always got to be the one you defer to and all that stuff, I feel like if Frank facilitates the ball and maybe gets more involvement with him and Trey I in a pick and roll or something like that, we won't always have to be digging ourselves out of these holes in the second and third quarter. It allows them to, you know, really play to their strengths.
Yeah, true indeed, man. CK, what do you say about that?
I was gonna say, so then do you keep the lineup how it is right now, but we have Frank doing the ball handling, or are you saying that Tim Hardaway comes off the bench? Oh, okay, all right.
Pause.
I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah, Tim got to come off the bench. I've been saying that for a while. I know the money.
That's where I thought he was going.
I feel like the money, you know, is the reason that, you know, you kind of, you know, justify why you pay them this amount of money, this obscene amount of money. So you're going to put him in the starting lineup. But I would rather start, as far as, you know, Trey and Frank together, Knox when he comes back healthy. If we can make that trade happen, I'd go ahead and start Vonleh. And Cantor, I mean, Cantor's doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, we've been seeing that for a while now. It ain't like we've seen anything
straight
different.
double-doubles for Cantor. You can't ask for nothing more.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, the defense thing, I mean, he's working on it. And that's something I can see. It isn't like, you know, you're going to see the overnight change and nothing like that, but you know, at the end of the day, you starting to see a little bit more. He's a little bit more active. He's moving his foot a little bit more, so as opposed to just being a turnstile.
And he's in shape. He's in shape, man. And appreciate the call, bro. That's one thing about Cannon, man. He came in tip-top shape. You know, obviously.
I definitely know he's been. I definitely feel like he's been more active this season. even with the steals and the loose balls, I feel like he's just been more active.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely.
I mean,
but
he still doesn't have the foot speed, but he's trying.
Yeah, but you're not getting Timmy on the bench, man. People
I agree.
It's never gonna happen.
I was curious if that's what he was alluding to.
Yeah,
I was kind of hearing that those the little sprinkle of Tim Hardaway come off the bench. Yeah, I don't think we can get him on the bench.
Yeah. And JLs, we had talked to with Macri over the summer when we had Macri on talking about the Courtney Lee potential trade scenarios, and he had brought up potentially trading Lee for in a package for JaMychal Green.
JaMychal Green, I love it, guys.
Yeah, that'd be nice, man.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
And Memphis ain't trying to help Fizdale.
Nah,
I know. That's
right about that.
Memphis ain't trying to help Fizdale, man.
I know.
Forgot about that angle.
I know.
Yeah, man. But yeah, good show. Shout out to the chat once again. Give us a thumbs up on the stream if you guys were a fan of this show tonight. We brought you CK2K in the third screen. We got JLs from the Nick of Time show. Make sure you check out their channels. Subscribe to their channels for sure. And give us a thumbs up on that video, man. I thought tonight was a good show. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Alex Collins holding it down as usual. They weren't feeling the Hicks idea. They was like,
I got shut down immediately.
My man said, KR said, if you put in Hicks, you definitely roll in the tank. You might as well put me in the center. Shout out KR. Gil Humphreys was like, hell no.
Somewhere Cody is somewhere cheering. I'm telling you that.
Cody Emanuel, the president of the Isaiah Hicks fan club, man.
Yeah, man, you got another member, bro.
That's a fact, man. So Wednesday night in Miami. Night in Miami. Chris Del Blago out in LA. Salute to Chris. All right, CK, man. I'm let me throw my theme music on. I'm gonna throw it over to CK and let you sign out, man. Go ahead, CK.
Hey, yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. I thought it was a good show. We're gonna figure it out. Wednesday's coming up. Get a steal. Check me out on my channel, CK2K, but definitely check these guys. Like, if you're here right now and you're not subscribed to these guys.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Jay Ellis, it's on you, man.
Yeah, podcast is dropping tomorrow.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow on SoundCloud. I got the link in my description for my SoundCloud, so if you want to check that out, do that. The next day I will be dropping it on YouTube, so definitely check that. And as always,
you got the merch.
Always got the merch.
Okay.
Merch is moving. The merch is moving a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, merch. The merch description. The link is in the bio as well. So I got Knox, Frank. I got Timmy for the Timmy fans. I don't have Isaiah Hicks. Sorry.
There are no Isaiah Hicks merch right now.
Yeah. But as soon as I get time, like some downtime to do like a Trier one, I'm doing that.
Facts. JLs, appreciate you, man. Yo, shout out to everybody for coming out tonight. Tough loss, but we fought hard, man. What more could you ask for? You know what I mean? It was a valiant effort in defeat. Hopefully, we just got to learn to come out the gate early, even though we came out the third quarter gate fairly well as well. So shout out to Trey Burke for leading that run. Shout out to everybody for coming in. Gil Humphreys, Quiet Money, The Shooter, Del Blago, Alex, Rich Jim, appreciate you guys. BK Legend, appreciate you guys. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Knicks Fan TV. Always there, always talking Knicks. And yeah, man, we'll see you guys Wednesday night. After the Miami game, come right back here, and let's chop it up. Salute to everybody that called in, and salute to everybody in the chat. Knicks Nation, the name of the chat, Jay Ellis.
Yeah, Knicks Nation.
It's a movement now, man. It's a movement. So, yeah, man, just once again, just subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. CK, appreciate you. And definitely join us again, man. Appreciate it.
Of course. Oh, yeah, anytime.
Yes, sir. Peace.